Shabbat Shalom. Today is the seventh day of the week, the set apart day to Yahuwah, that He sets us apart. And this is the sign of the covenant between Yahuwah and His people. Yahuwah said, I will be your Elohim, and you will be my people. That's His plan, and it's going to be fulfilled. Praise Yahuwah, praise you. And I love you with all my heart, all my mind, all my being. And thank you for all things. And thank you that you love your children. And you are the best father ever. And you give your arm of deliverance, your beloved Son, who you pleased with for us. So your blood, because He is your blood, you are one and the same being with Yahusha, your Son. Your blood only can deliver us from the death, the eternal death. Thank you, Yahuwah, for the helper who lives in us, so we can be set apart, because you set us apart through your Ruach of truth and life. Amen. Amen. I'm reading for you, beloved, chapter 9, Yashayahu, Isaiah. But there is no gloom upon her who is distressed, as when at first He humbled the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and afterward more heavily oppressed her by the way of the sea beyond the Jordan in Galilee of the nations. The people who are walking in darkness have seen a great light. Upon those who dwell in the land of the shadow of death, a light has shone. Hallelujah. You shall increase the nation. You shall make its joy great. They shall rejoice before you as in the joy of harvest, as men rejoice when they divide the spoil. For you shall break the yoke of the burden and the staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, as in the day of Midian. For every boot of one trampling in a tumult, and coat rolled in blood, shall be used for burning and fuel of fire. For a child is born to us, a son is given unto us, and the roll is on his shoulder, and his name is called Wonder, Counselor, Strong Al, Father of Continuity, Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his rule and peace there is no end, upon the throne of Dawood, and ever his reign, to establish it and sustain it with right ruling and with righteousness from now on, ever, forever, even forever. The ardor of Yahuwah of hosts, Yahuwah Tsabaoth, does this. Yahuwah sent a word against Jacob, and it has fallen on Israel. And the people shall know, all of them, Ephraim and the inhabitant of Shemaron, who say in the pride and greatness of heart, the bricks have fallen down, but we rebuild with hewn stones. The sycamores are cut down, but we replace them with cedars. And Yahuwah set up the adversaries of Rezin against him, and stirred up his enemies. So, I think enemies, the armies before and the Philistines behind, and they devour Israel with an open mouth. With all this, his displeasure has not turned back, and his hand is still stretched out. And the people have not turned back to him who strikes them, nor have they sought Yahuwah Tsabaoth, Yahuwah of hosts. And Yahuwah cuts off head and tail from Israel, palm branch and reed in one day. Elder and highly respected, he is the head, the prophet who teaches falsehood, he is the tail. For the leaders of this people lead them astray, and those who are guided by them are swallowed up. Therefore Yahuwah does not rejoice over the young men, and has no compassion on their fatherless and widows. For everyone is defiled and evil, and every mouth speaks foolishness. With all this his displeasure has not turned back, and his hand is still stretched out. For wrongness burns as the fire. It consumes thorn bushes and weeds, and sets the bushes of the forest ablaze, and they roll up like a rising smoke. The land shall be burned up by the wrath of Yahuwah of hosts, Yahuwah Tabaoth. And the people be as fuel for the fire, and man shall not spare his brother, and cut down on the right hand, but shall be hungry, and he devours one on the left hand, but shall not be satisfied, each one devouring the flesh of his own arm. Manasseh Ephraim, and Ephraim Manasseh, together they are against Yehudah. With all this, his displeasure has not turned back, but his hand is still stretched out. I think there's nothing to say here. I just read the most beautiful passage again, the verse for you. For a child is born to us, a son is given unto us, and the rule is on his shoulder, and his name is called Wonder, Counselor, Strong Arm, Father of Continuity, Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his rule and peace, there is no end upon the throne of Dawood, and over his reign to establish it, and sustain it with right ruling, and with righteousness from now on, even forever. The ardor of Yahuwah, or Tzabaoth, does this, and he is coming soon. Get yourself ready, beloved. Establish the relationship in him. Be broken in pieces, and let Yahuwah put you together through his set apartness and his right ruling. Walk in his love, in his love, in his law of truth and life. Walk in and follow Yahusha, our King, the living word of Yahuwah. He is the way. He is the truth and life. He is the door. No one can come to the Father except through me. Let Yahusha in your heart. Establish your relationship with him instead of man. First and foremost, establish relationship in your heart. It's not in flesh. It's not about the assemblies and gatherings in the wilderness, building tents and dwellings in flesh, but you shall become the dwelling. You shall be the vessel, the dwelling, the temporary dwelling for Yahuwah, Yahusha, the helper, the Ruach of truth and life. Turn from your ways, return to Yahuwah before he is returning. You don't want to be found uncovered, without the garment on. Yahuwah bless you. Turn from your ways. Return to Yahuwah. Leave the flesh gatherings of men. The man fellowship is not of Yahuwah. You need to fellowship the Most High. First, establish that fellowship. You need to get in His relationship before anything else. Don't seek the answers from man and company of man. Company of Yahuwah is the greater of all. If you have the company, you won't lack anything. You won't miss on anything, on anyone. You won't need anyone. But you will give and you will to share. You would like to share all with people. But not the way of flesh. Not the way of man ways. Seek Yahuwah until He can be found. Shalom, shalom.